Grande Prairie Wapiti is next, followed by the member from Edmonton-Rutherford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm honoured to rise in this House and formally deliver my reply to the speech from the throne. And I want to thank my wife, Mary, for joining me here today. Allow some of my first official words on the record here in this chamber to be those of gratitude. Gratitude to the constituents who have offered me their confidence to serve as their representative of Grande Prairie Wapiti. Gratitude to those who helped me with the election this spring, and the volunteers and many hundreds of people who contributed and participated. I also want to offer respect for the fellow candidates from other parties who worked hard and made many sacrifices. I offer words of thanks for those across the way who share a commitment to public service. Although we may not always agree on the path to move Alberta ahead, I look forward to spirited and respectful debates. Mr. Speaker, most importantly, I want to extend gratitude to my family, my wife, Mary, my children, my grandchildren, all who supported me in different ways in this process. To Alberta's MLAs, ministers, premiers, and speakers, all who've made commitment to serve our province. Without their humble service and the service of their staff, Alberta wouldn't be the envy of the nation that it is today. There are a few former honourable members who have particularly inspired me to step into public service. The late Al Adair, better known as Boomer, was my MLA for 22 years while serving in various ministerial roles. Former members Marvin Moore, Walter Paskowski, Everett McDonald, and Wayne Drysdale stood up for our agriculture, forestry, and oil and gas sectors. And Mr. Speaker, most recently, former Finance Minister Travis Toews demonstrated public service by making prudent decisions to get our fiscal house in order. He balanced the budget ahead of schedule and set up a fiscal framework that benefits us today while preparing for the needs of the future generations. It's thanks in large part to his work that our economy is firing on all cylinders again and that we are attracting major global investments. Travis and I got to know each other well over the last year as we traveled this province. I saw Travis connect with folks from Edmonton to Calgary to Taber to Rio Grande on issues like healthcare, public safety, and affordability. Travis was as comfortable talking in boardrooms in New York as he was at his ranch in Rio Grande. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Travis's ability, and I'm grateful for his mentorship as I step into politics. Mr. Speaker, Grande Prairie Wapiti is an innovative, problem-solving, entrepreneurial community. It's that spirit that drew me to move my family and my business to Grande Prairie decades ago. Growing up, my dad was a farmer and a trucker. I found out quickly that I liked driving trucks more than a farm tractor. My interest led me to build a family business in trucking, which became part of one of Canada's largest petroleum carriers. Business success stories don't just happen without their fair share of challenges and failures, and by extension, major learnings. In business, I learned the importance of cross-functional teamwork. It requires working with various business departments, bringing together teams and customers to work together to find solutions. I'm convinced that our work here is no different. We need to bring people together, from frontline workers to middle management to executives, to find the best common sense solutions to the problems we face. Whether that's in healthcare, public safety, or a myriad other issues, all with a single goal in mind of making every Albertan's life better. Humbly bringing together teams with experience and expertise will allow us to land on the best possible solutions. That, to me, is servant leadership. Mr. Speaker, I'm honoured to stand in this House and advocate for the continued development of resources that are so abundant in my constituency. Our oil and gas sector is seeing steady growth, and we're attracting value-added petrochemical projects to our region. Our agriculture industry is making impressive technological advances to increase efficiency and yields while reducing expensive inputs and minimizing the environmental impact. Our forestry sector offers lumber, OSB, and pulp and paper while making sure that we steward our renewable resources through reforestation. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our beautiful backyard where this all happens. The rolling hills and the Rockies to the southwest offer a great place for outdoor activity like hunting, fishing, camping, and much more. Our community, Alberta, Canada, and the world benefits from our resources, but there's more to do. The world needs more of our oil and gas products at the highest, produced at the highest ethical and environmental standards. The world needs more of our high-quality ag products. The world needs more of our grade A lumber. That requires building more pipelines, expanding economic corridors, improving transportation to connect us to global markets. I was drawn to public service for exactly this reason. With the assistance of my talented staff, I hope to serve my constituency and make their lives better while adding to the Alberta advantage. Together with members in this House, I hope to work on the broader legislative environment to bring forward policies that create the right atmosphere for the people to succeed. I mentioned earlier the entrepreneurial spirit and the opportunity present here in Alberta. We can't take these gifts for granted. It took generations to build, and we must work hard to protect these gifts for future generations. It's a great honour and also an immense responsibility, Mr. Speaker, that I assure you I will work humbly every day to serve the constituents of Grande Prairie Wapiti. Thank you, and God bless Alberta.